Oh, testing. Okay.
For your safety and the safety of the players, please use immediate final remarks. Do not put objects of any kind onto the playing surface. There is no smoking in the Fleet 1 arena. This is a smoke-free facility. This also includes e-cigarettes and vaping. Please ask an usher for directions to the nearest designated smoking area. Fans
Let's
should be
have
reminded that
a
smoking is
war.
located behind the right side of the arena. If you visit certain smoking areas, please ensure that you have been demoted temporarily. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourselves to fire on all cylinders. Hold your breath and wait until you feel the ignition sound. Please keep your eyes on the game while the puck is in the net. Please take your time and really trust your partner as the whistle continues to sound out. To the right fans in the stands, this is your announcement. Please make sure your bag is checked and ready to enter the game zone. Security officials are now at work. Attention to all collisions.
On a nice
Fans are
58-degree
being
evening here in Sioux City, Iowa, we have a hot matchup inside the Tyson Event Center between one of the biggest rivalries in USHL between the Sioux Falls Stampede and the Sioux City Musketeers. Welcome to the broadcast booth. I'm Ronnie Vadine here with you all this evening. Well, Sioux Falls, they come into tonight after, well, safe to say, a rough weekend in Youngstown. They got swept by probably one of the hottest teams you could say in the league in Youngstown. In fact, they got outscored 10-2 on the weekend, and, well, Sioux Falls, they just didn't play good hockey at all. Say the least. So they're hoping for a big victory here tonight versus the Muskies. Sioux City, they come into tonight after, well, a complicated weekend, we can say. They lost all 3 games and didn't get any points towards the standings, but they played some decent hockey last week, you could say. Thursday versus Fargo, simply, they got outplayed. Saturday, they got outplayed in the first because, you know, they were down 5-0, and at that point, as Coach Kersner said, the game was pretty much over for them. But the next 5 periods, I mean, they played pretty darn good, including Sunday. The refs definitely got into the way on Sunday. That we do know. And if it weren't for that, Sioux City probably would have won at least a game or 2. Yeah, of course we'll talk about that later on in the broadcast because we've got a ton of lineup changes for tonight's game. Lots of transactions for the Muskies. The lineup looks a little different. Yeah, we're going to get to all that, and yeah, it's a lot. We'll say the least. Coming up next. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.
Saved us with their overnight service, so we've added FedEx Ground for everyday shipping.
Ground? That doesn't sound fast. Actually, Joel, FedEx Ground is faster than you think.
You can't judge things by their name. Don't you agree, Harry?
Absolutely.
Eileen?
Of course.
Joy? Bob?
You see, Joel, we all agree that FedEx Ground is fast despite the name Ground.
Well said, Mr. Turkinick.
FedEx Ground. Fast, reliable, and for less than you think.
How'd you find this place? Yahoo. Wait. What? How did you learn how to talk? Yahoo.
Since I was born, I dreamed of being a Budweiser Clydesdale. Only problem is, I was born a donkey. So all my life, I practiced the Clydesdale walk and the Clydesdale pull. I even tried hair extensions on my lower legs. And then came my big interview. They looked me in the eye and said, "What makes you think you can be a Clydesdale, son?" And what was my answer? I must have said something right.
And there's your beautiful baby. Any day now. You're eating Doritos? He's eating Doritos. On my ultrasound. Do you see what I have to do? I know. Give me that.
Welcome to Dunkin' New Special. Dunkin' Run, medium or large coffee, get a donut for an incremental $1. Like, how can it be this inexpensive and good?
There ain't no sugar.
I was gonna have to just give you 10 munchkins. You look a little lost. 1 second, I'm trying to find the bagels. Do I look familiar? Oh. Should I be in it, or you want just a self-portrait?
What are you doing here?
Nice to meet you.
Is this what you do when you say you want to work all day?
I gotta go, guys.
Grab me a glaze.
Welcome to the X Factor. This is an audition worth $5 million. Absolute total rubbish.
Actually agreeing with you.
You want me to come down there? Let's go. We can go outside.
Shut it and start singing.
Yo, son. It's ridiculous.
You know what?
That was mature.
What are you looking at? Why are they doing this to us?
You really want a singing career?
I'm gonna have to say no. People like you inspire me.
I think it's time for you to leave the stage.
The X Factor premieres Wednesday, September 21st on Fox.
Well, welcome back, everybody. Well, time to see how these teams stack up against each other. We got some stats here. Let me pull up my sheet. Actually, I have this free, but nope. Well, we'll start out with Sioux Falls. Sioux Falls, they score 3.44 goals a game. They give up 3.13, so they always like to keep it close. Well, except for last week. That kind of, I think, skewed their average a little bit, but their power play's at 25%. That's 4th in the league. Their penalty kill at 79%. That's 12th in the league. Sioux City, they score 3 goals a game, which is all right. A little below average, but not too bad. But they give up 4.59 goals a game. Last weekend did not help that total at all, to say the least. Then, of course, that tenor that they let through versus Dubuque on the first day of the season, that didn't help things out much either. So, yeah, obviously, Sioux City need to have a big game here tonight versus Sioux Falls. You just hope. Now, we're going to get to who's in and who's out for this team. So we'll start out with Sioux Falls. It's Jake Marins, Alexi Kubat, Cade Strom, Justin Tebow, Lazarus Ibanodez, and Sebastian Haberak. Let's see. And then for Sioux City, this is where we've got a lot of info to talk about. Max Anderson suspended. Gavin Gary on IR. Luke Gary suspended. Trey Jeffress suspended. Dallas Potter on IR. And then Ryder Shea is a healthy scratch. Now let's get to some of those transactions here and stuff like that and injuries. Gavin Gary, we now know he will not be available until after Christmas. Potter and Lyons, they were probable for this weekend. Obviously, as you can see, Lyons is in the lineup tonight, so that's good. We'll see if Potter's in tomorrow night or not. But those suspensions, they go as follows. Max Anderson was suspended for a game for head contact. Luke Gary was suspended 1 game for what they called a second misconduct. So that just sounds a little strange, but that's just the way it is, I guess. Then Trey Jeffress is suspended 2 games for what the league called a gross misconduct. So, I don't know. It sounds like he didn't say anything. He was just waiting there for the interview. And, of course, we said this. If you just watched the Ronnie show, that was on right before this. So we thought it was just that. But I don't know. Some things, I say. Some things. But, yeah, so he'll be missed all weekend long. The good thing is we get Max Anderson tomorrow night and Luke Gary back tomorrow night, which is good. So we've added Ryder Shea. He's a goaltender. And then Parker Stockseth. He's been with the organization for a while. Well, since last year. He's added to the roster. Gavin Carr, defenseman, who's in the lineup here tonight. And then we'll have one more special edition, which we'll talk about here later on. But so we got rid of Garen Ludwig and Mason Piepenberg, both defensemen. Garen went to what they call a non-sanctioned league. I don't know really what that means, but Mason Piepenberg was traded to the NAHL, which them and the USHL kind of work together, and players kind of cross in between both. So, yeah, it's just kind of weird how that works, to be honest, but that's how it is. So we'll run down Sioux City's full lineup chart here. First line, Dallas View, William Tomko, and Elias Vatne. Obviously, like we said, the lineup's going to look way different because of all those players out. Second line, Daniil Booten, Kaysen Musket, and Dakota Bailey. Third line, Lenny Geiger, Pavel Martinu, and Jake Tavares. And fourth line, Travis Poliski, Caden Okavita, and then Houston Smith. Now, Houston Smith is a new addition to the team. He was drafted in Phase 1, Round 10 this year by Sioux City, and he's from Sioux City. So he is, I think, only the fourth player from Sioux City to play with us here. So we'll kind of talk about that throughout the game, I'm sure, tonight. Defensemen go like this. First line, Shane Gold and Matej Tepley. Second line, Mason Stanger and Ryan Poyer. Christian Lyons and Gavin Carr. Now, the backup will be Parker Stockseth. Although there's one name I didn't mention, which you'll see, Bjorn Bronis. Now, I guess he requested a trade from here, and I don't know, but I don't know all the details. That's just the rumor. Haven't heard anything official yet, so we're going to see about that. So, yeah, I'll dig deep. If I find out any more info, well, be sure to tell y'all. We're going to take one final break. When we come back, we'll have some more pregame festivities. Stay tuned.
Welcome to Big Brother. This is big. I feel like I suck so bad in competitions. Oh.
Baby, will you marry me?
Yes. You're the winner. America, hold on to your seats. The new season of Big Brother coming soon to CBS.
Hey, the guys are coming over to watch a game. Aren't you worried about them drinking all the Bud Light? Not to worry. Look what I had installed. A secret revolving wall.
Sorry.
Refreshingly smooth Bud Light. Always worth it. Magic fridge.
Are we on yet? Are we on yet? Hi, folks. Hello, everybody. We have a big one for you today. Jordan gets the ball. He drives down the left side of the fairway.
Bo Jackson catches it at the wall and fires a bullet to McEnroe.
Jackson. Wow. You like it?
And now a word from our sponsor. Nice shoes.
Over to you, Dick. Over to you, Kurt.
Over to you, Tommy.
Over to you, Dick. No, the other Dick. Over to you, Harry. Me on to the Lovesy. And now a word from our sponsor. Nice shoes.
Ricky, take the puck up the ice and fire it back in.
Out of the bucket. Nice shoes.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
In all my dang years, decades, this is sportscaster.
I've never seen anything like it.
And now, a word from our sponsor. Holy cow!
Welcome back, everybody. Well, we are just seconds away from the Muskies hitting the ice. We'll, yeah, we're going to have the starting lineup. We'll have the national anthem. Of course, all those big-time festivities that we have. Well, they're down there in the tunnel. Are they coming? Here they are. Coming up, we'll have the starting lineup, the national anthem. We'll have our starting goaltender stats, and it's going to be game time. So, yeah, hopefully, Sioux City, they desperately need a victory, and any way they can get it, I'm sure they will take. So, yeah, hopefully this is a good one versus Sioux Falls. I really honestly do. So, yeah, let's have a good game. Alrighty, time to look at tonight's starting goaltenders for, well, we'll start with Sioux Falls. Lennards Feldberg, 7-4-1-0, a 2.40 goals against average and a .908 save percentage with 1 shutout. For Sioux City tonight, it'll be Jack Fickthorn. He's 3.30 and 0, a 4.33 goals against and a .861 save percentage. So, yeah, I think we're just about ready to drop the puck at a ceremonial puck drop. In fact, the sponsor of, well, the company that's every time the Muskies score tonight, they're going to be giving away $100. So, yeah, he's sponsor for that. So that'll be a whole lot of fun. I put my name in the drawing for that, so I hope I win it. We hope so. We hope so. At least I hope so. Alrighty, I think we're ready to go here. I don't know about y'all at home, but I'm ready. I've been waiting all day for Friday night. I'm ready. It'll be Kaysen Musket, and it will be 28's on my roster, so he's just some, unless it's 26. No, it's 28. I don't know who that. Joey Macrina fell down at the face-off. Oh, you gotta love that. Here we go. Now we're off and underway. Kaysen Musket wins the draw. Sioux City will control it first. And here we go. Stanger plays it behind the net. There, Ryan Poyard right out there in front. Shot went wide into the corner. Oh, it's Brock Schultz. That's who that was. Okay. Jake Prunty with that one. Sends it out towards center. Macrina tipped there by Musket. Taking there Mason Stanger at center. Oh, and a big hit. Laid by Schultz. Here's Macrina. Nice pass in front. Went through the stick of Prunty. Puck rolls back behind the net. Solomon takes it into the corner, and Stanger pushes him into the boards. It's Houston Smith, the hometown boy, getting the start tonight. View spins around the defender Prunty. Here's View. And a shot save made by Feldbergs. Net comes off its moorings. Boy, and a big pile up down there. Think somebody might get penalized for that. The arm's up in the air, so it'll probably, I would assume it'd be on Sioux Falls, but because he pushed View into our net, Brent Solomon did, and no, it's going on Dallas View. I don't know about that one. Of course, it wouldn't be the Sioux Falls people unless they had a cowbell to cheer. I didn't. Well, we know their power play's pretty good. It's at 25%, which is 4th in the league. So, interference. All right. Well, Muskies took just 52 seconds, so you gotta hope that they can kill this off early, because if they can, that would be massive. Face-offs, one puck will roll out to Prunty. Prunty feeds it on over there for Joey Macrina. Macrina now for Tepley off the boards, down into the corner. Here's Feldbergs back behind the net. Jake Prunty with it out towards center. Prunty feeds it on over Renkowski. Renkowski picked up Joey Macrina, passes the blue line. Here's Solomon. Shot went wide to Fickthorn. Musket now taken there. Thomas Zacco. Shot went up high and wide. That's Okavita battling for it with Zocco. Taken out by Musket, and he'll clear it down ice. Nicely done by him. Feldbergs can't decide if whether or not he wants to play it, but I think he's just going to leave it there. Smart decision, I'd say. Taken there, Anthony Bongo out towards center. Bongo passes it back behind J.J. Montiero with it. Montiero. There now, Joe McGraw. McGraw feeds it on Schultz. A shot tipped just wide. Boy, that had me worried there for a minute. Here's Joe McGraw. Takes a shot save made by Fickthorn. Taking there, Cooper Soller in the corner. Stanger battles after it. So does Schultz, and puck is sent down ice. Yeah, because Schultz, unless I skipped him on my roster, I'm not sure, but if I did, oh well. Puck sent out towards center. Here's Schultz, a little spinorama. Tried to get past Okavita, taken there by McGraw. Rolls into the corner. Monteiro tipped out in front by Tepley, and it was covered up by Fickthorn, and boy, I get it, this is a rivalry, but let's not... Uh-oh, Musket is going after Monteiro. They're grabbing each other. Or is that Schultz? I think it might be Schultz. Yeah, Schultz. Either way. Face-off will come to the right here of Fickthorn. 15 seconds left to go on the power play. One clear by Sioux City is really all you need. Maybe a second one if they go fast up the ice. Soller will take the draw with Okavita. Well, it's jammed down there. Now Tepley pokes it away. Kainanen is there. Tripped up Okavita. Now taken there for Snyder. Snyder trying to get it to Manisow towards the blue line, but taken back in by Kainanen. Muskie's back at full strength. We love to see that. Puck's in a scramble for down there in the corner now. I got two Sioux Falls guys and two Muskies battling for it. Now it breaks free for Manisow at the blue line. Shot, save made by Fickthorn. Rebound in the crease. Now it comes out Kainanen. On out Wade Weil. Shot got blocked. Kainanen again. On back Wade Weil. View pokes around at it. Kept in though Kainanen. Snyder falls down. It's Manisow. Shot save made by Okavita. Or excuse me, by Fickthorn. Here's Weil with it. Weil down there in the corner. You know, he was close to Fickthorn. I'll use that as my excuse. Here's View with it. View could have a 2-on-2. I think he might just clear it. Yep. Smart thing to do, I think, and that's an icing. And of course, since it was an icing, everybody that's on the ice has to stay out there. Oh, gotta love that rule, I'm telling you. Face-off will come to the left of Fickthorn. Tomko and Zoko. I'm just looking here. Yeah, Brock Schultz. Oh, he's listed as number 20. That's why. Because I looked at... I'll talk about that here shortly. Face-off's won. There's a shot that got deflected into the corner. Here's Stanger with it now. Stanger now. Okavita trying to clear it out, but he couldn't. Grimes was there. Grimes a shot. Blocked in front by Stanger. Now taken there by Thomas Zoko. Zoko in a scramble for. He and Okavita face off. Betzold is there too. And a scramble for Okavita in the corner. Sends it off the boards and down ice. This should go for icing again, and it does. Yeah, so Schultz, his jersey number is 28, but officially on the league website, it says it's number 20. If that doesn't make sense, I don't know what does, but... Face-off will come to the right of Fickthorn. Because here's Schultz and Tomko again. 28 and 28 at the face-off. Schultz wins it. Poke checks. Here's Dallas View. Swings it down into the corner. Tomko's there. Solomon gets past him. Puck rolls back behind the net out towards center. It's Schultz up the right side. Here's Schultz. Gold covering him. There's a pass in front. Went absolutely nowhere. From Macrina, now it's Vatne up the right side. Vatne crosses center. Vatne around a defender. Tried to get past him. Prunty. Now it's Macrina with it. Macrina pass across. Shot. Schultz save made by Fickthorn. And he covers it up. Boy, Schultz got tripped up, but... Because if Schultz wouldn't have gotten tripped up, he would have had probably an easy goal, but... Or maybe he just lost his footing. Either way. Fickthorn, right place, right time. Face-off will come to the left of him. And it'll be Pavel Martinu. And is that Schultz again, or do we have McGraw instead? I think it's McGraw. Yep, the captain. McGraw wins the draw. Here's Bongo. Shot immediately. Stopped by Fickthorn. So we'll have a face-off to again to the left of Fickthorn. It's Martineau and Joe McGraw. McGraw screwed up the face-off, so either looks like it'll be Soller. Yep. He'll come in now. Face-off's won. Here's Montero. He got tripped up and the shot just skittered wide. Puck will roll into the corner there. Tavares there with McGraw. Now Soller spins around. Tupley down there in the corner. Tupley tried to get past Montero. It's Geiger there. Now Martineau sends it off the boards. And Soller played it with a high stick. You're not supposed to do that, but get away with it anyway. Gold tip McGraw. There for Geiger down there in the corner with Bongo. Feeds it on back behind the net. Taken there by Zoko. There's Montiero with it. Montiero pass across there for Anthony Bongo. Tried to spin around Gavin Carr. Puck will roll back behind the net out in front. There's a shot, and Sorensen scores. So Sioux Falls is on the board first. Sorensen, it's his first goal of the year. His first point. I don't know why we get so excited for that, but we just do. 5:33 into this one. Sioux City, they haven't had a great start to the game, just based on how they've played, but let's see if that can change here. Lions feeds it on to Carr, back for Lions. Puck taken there by Feldbergs. Here's Prunty with it down there in the corner. Prunty sent out towards the blue line lines. Here's the start of their BS. Puck will roll into the corner for icing. Face-off will come to the left here of Feldbergs. Topka will take the draw with Nick Snyder. Face-off's won. Here's Prunty down there in the corner. Prunty feeds it on Kainanen out towards center. Lions will pick it up down there behind the net. Lions feeds it on to Gavin Carr. Carr off the boards, tipped by Zoko. Here's Vatne with it. Vatne down there in the corner. Vatne pass across, intercepted there by Sorensen. Sorensen out towards center. That's Vatne feeding it back behind the net. Fickthorn's there, so is Stanger. Now Poyer's there. Tip Vatne. Tomko spins around a guy. Here's Zoko. Betzold in the corner. Tipped. Vatne. Grimes off the boards back behind the net. Runkowski's there. Picked up there, Vatne. Now Sorensen out towards the blue line. Taken there by Tomko. Out towards center. Tomko. Tip Sorensen back behind the net. Feldbergs will play it. Feldbergs on across there for Grimes in the corner. Runkowski out towards center. Picked up Musket. They both battle. Now it's Betzold back for Runkowski. Feeds it back in behind the net. Stanger was there. Now Daniil Boutin in the corner. Sends it out towards center. Feeds it off Poyer. Poyer, shot save made by Feldbergs. 12:36 left to go here in this first period. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back.
Okay, ready? Now.
Peloton, give it up for our first time ride. First ride. I'm a little nervous, but excited. Let's do this. 5 days in a row. You surprised? I am. 6 a.m. Yay.
Rising with the sun.
That was totally worth it. Let's go race Boston 55. She just said my name. A year ago, I didn't realize how much this would change me.
the gift of Peloton. Every picture tells a story. Of course, some stories are bigger than others. Okay, guys, here we go. Everybody say, cheese. Got it.
Welcome back. 12:36 left to go in this first period. Sioux Falls with a 1-0 lead, and their coach, Ryan Crothers, is complaining to the referee about something. You're in the lead. You have nothing to complain about right now. Gosh, Dubuque did that all the time, and it was so annoying, but what can I say? Here's Tepley down there in the corner. Tepley back behind the net. Where's the puck? Oh, it was underneath Feldberg's. I don't think he knew that. Now they do blow, well, they did finally blow the whistle on it, but yeah, Feldbergs didn't realize it. Everybody just kind of stopped for a second. Let's see. Yeah. Dakota Bailey tried to jam it in the back of the net, but I don't know how much that was going to work out or not, but face-off will come to the left of Feldbergs. Schultz gets kicked out of the draw because Sioux Falls always likes to screw that up. So it'll be Musket and Brent Solomon at the face-off. Solomon wins the draw. Puck will roll into the corner there for Jake Prunty. Prunty races up ice. Here's Solomon. Pass across. Batted down Macrina. Thickthorn tried to play it. Now the shot went up high into the net. Well, it went out of play. I don't know why they didn't blow that, but here's Wade Weiler's shot got blocked. It bounced up into the netting. Everybody saw it, but they didn't call it. Here's Gold with it. Gold out towards center. Let's see if the Muskies can strike Gold here. It's Grimes. Feeds it off the boards. Macrina. Now it's Solomon up the right side. Shot went wide to Thickthorn, and it's sent all the way down ice. Wade Weil is the guy who gets it. Weil off the boards there. Runkowski batted in by Martineau. Feldbergs just kind of keeps it, plays it a little bit left there for Grimes. Here's Runkowski. Poyer was there. Runkowski, now Poyer takes it away. Here's Martineau. Tried to get it off to Geiger. He does. It's Geiger. Now Macrina down there in the corner. Martineau, a little poke check behind for Zoko. Zoko off the boards. Towards center, it's Runkowski. Runkowski out the left side. Shot save, Thickthorn. Zoko tried to get it, but Poyer gets it behind. Where is it? It's Zoko on out. Runkowski shot save made by Thickthorn. Here's Zoko again in the corner. Stenger pins him up there. Now it's Tavares. On back Nasruddin on Zoko. One time and he fanned on it. There's Tavares with it. Tavares off the boards. Out towards center. It's Zoko again. Zoko right out there in front. Save made Thickthorn. Rebound. And it's covered up by Thickthorn. Uh-oh. Somebody pushed the net off. I think that was Runkowski. And boy, they're all going after each other. Two Sioux Falls guys decided to sit this one out for some reason. But boy, it went fully off the moorings. Boy. Runkowski is going to go to the box. So the Muskies, they're going to have a power play. At least they should. Oh, but then they send Poyer in anyway, so. Boy, we always do something good. Something good always happens, and then we got to get screwed by it. I mean, come on. It's fascinating. It really is. Face-off will come to the right of Thickthorn. Macrina and Tomko, but at least we're still even. I'll take that. So. Now we'll play 4-on-4. Here's Gold with it behind the net. Gold Keeps it from Tomko. This would be a perfect opportunity for Sioux City to get something going. Tomko deked by Montero. Boy, and Bongo got obliterated. Tomko shot save made. Rebound poked around in the corner. Now picked up there by McGraw. McGraw intercepted Tupley. He got a stick on it. Now will fly into the corner. Feeds it on to Shane Gold. Gold out towards center. Well, he's got McGraw chasing him. Finally does get it away to Dallas View at center. View back for Gold towards center. Crosses into the zone. Now puck sent down into the hands of Matei Tupley. Tupley back behind that. Boy, and Montero just fell into the boards, and now it's a 4-on-3. Here's Tupley with it. Tupley behind the net, feeds it out. Tomko shot save made by Feldbergs. Here's Tomko with it down there in the corner. View now after it. View at the blue line, feeds it on. Tomko right through his stick. Wade Weil behind the net. Weil in the corner. Picked up Prunty. Feeds it on over Solomon out towards center. Here's Solomon. Shot got blocked it into the corner. I thought it went out, but Gavin Carr, a little poke check there to Vatne. Now it's Musket out towards center. Musket tipped in their Lions. Musket back behind the net. And a scramble for. Boy, they really got it jammed now down there in the corner. Now they finally get it free. Vatne feeds it off the boards into the hands of Brent Solomon. Solomon out towards center. Stanger will get a hand on it. Stanger feeds it on over to Christian Lyons. Lyons, boy, he gets hit by Schultz. Well, both teams are back in full strength. Here's Geiger with it. Oh, they played it offsides. That was a little questionable to me, but that's just my opinion. 8:32 left to go in this first period. We'll take a break. We'll be back. Oh, there we go.
This man right here is my great-grandfather. He's the first cat herder in our family. Herding cats. Don't let anybody tell you it's easy. Anybody can herd cattle. Holding together 10,000 half-wild short hairs. Well, that's another thing altogether. Being a cat herder is probably about the toughest thing I think I've ever done.
I got this one this morning, right here. And if you look at his face, it's just ripped to shreds, you know. You see the movies, you hear the stories. I'm living a dream. Not everyone can do what we do. I wouldn't do nothing else. It ain't an easy job, but when you bring a herd into town and you ain't lost a one of them, ain't a feeling like it in the world.
PDS, managing the complexities of the digital economy.
Welcome back, everybody. 8:32 left to go in the first period. Sioux Falls with a 1-0 lead. It'll be Okavita taking the draw with Nick Snyder. Face-offs won. Okavita wins it. Now that's Tupley with it off the left side. It rolls down into the corner. Manasau out towards center. Now that's Gold on over for Tupley. Tupley tipped Okavita down into the corner. Picked up Manasau behind the net. Manasau there for Grimes. Little poke check there for Tommy Holpe. Holpe off the boards there for Booten. Behind the net, that's Feldbergs. Okavita with it in the corner. Now Geiger, and covered up by Feldbergs. He just kind of came out and got it. Boy, after every whistle, it's just been extras, extras, extras going on. Sioux Falls, I don't know what they're trying to accomplish with that, but it's just stupid as far as I know. But yeah, you can't please everybody, I guess. I don't know, but anyway, Grimes goes into the box, so the Muskies will have the power play. Cross check. I do like that one. I do like that one. Sioux City, their power play, well, it's not great, but it's not bad. 17.9%, that's 10th in the league. Sioux Falls' penalty kill is 12th at 79%, so. Face-offs won. Here's Gold with it. As long as we just, don't pass the puck around a whole lot, we should be fine. Here's Elias Vatne, tipped in front. Tomko shot blockered away by Feldbergs. Now that's View down there in the corner. And a scramble for it. That's View. Right back behind the net, spins around Bongo. Picked up there by Tomko. Here's Tomko out towards the blue line. Tomko back for Gold. Gold down there. Tomko shot save made by Feldbergs. Picked up there by View. Here's Gold with it now. Gold feeds it on back to Tomko. Tomko in the corner. Elias Vatne. Vatne to Tomko. Tried to get it to View, but now he does get it. A little defensive pressure, though, from Sioux Falls. Here's View to Vatne in the circle. Vatne on out. Geiger in front. Save made. Puck will roll down ice. Yeah, it took Sioux Falls fans long enough to figure out that it was cleared. Here's Gold with it out towards center now. Gold off the stick of Brock Schultz. Still gets to View anyway. Here's Tomko with it, taken by Jake Prunty. Prunty in, pass across, went nowhere from Brock Schultz because it had nowhere to go, really. But here's Tomko with it, feeds it on to Geiger. Geiger to View. Tipped in there, Tupley. Tupley back for Stanger out at center. Here's Stanger with it. Stanger, pass across. That's View. Oh, pass across. Could not connect with Stanger. Here's Tomko in the corner. View. Oh, and that one is cleared because Tupley couldn't handle it. Here's Tupley now with it. Tupley feeds it on Stanger. Stanger off the board. Tupley, 15 seconds left to go on this Sioux City power play. It's Tupley feeding it on to Tomko. Tomko, now Tupley. Tomko out for Stanger. Stanger shot save made by Feldbergs. Here's Daniil Booten with it. 5 seconds left to go. That's Stanger. Pass across. Tupley save made by Feldbergs. Who cares? Sioux Falls fans wouldn't have known it unless our PA announcer said it, so. Because it took them long enough. Here's Stanger with it off the boards, feeds it back in behind the net. Feldbergs will handle that one. Manisau picks that one up. Manisau there for Betzold. Betzold on across Joe McGraw. Out there in front, boy, they just could not get a shot off. Nice defensive pressure there, Gavin Carr. Now there's another shot that just skittered a little bit wide. Musket off the glass. It's cleared down ice. Booten and Weil fight after it. Booten, well, he really had no one to pass it to, so I don't know why he did that, but here's Wade Weil with it. Weil feeds it on over to McGraw off the boards. Here's Soller with it. Soller taken away. That's Daniil Booten out towards center. Pass across Kaysen Musket. Musket gets tripped up and a penalty's coming up! Well, that was dumb. Hooking is the call. And it's Loic Nasruddin going to the box. Boy, with exactly 5 minutes left to go. He knew what he was doing. I don't know why he's shaking his head in the box, but he knew exactly what he was doing. And you know what? These teams, they like to target Musket. Try and take him down and take him out. That's stupid. So back-to-back power plays. Let's see if they can convert on this one. It's Gold. Shot in front. Tip save made. Feldbergs. Rebound. It goes in! It goes in! And the Muskies have tied it! My goodness! Feldbergs, his stick went flying! Boy, Tomko got it over his shoulder and he just completely tossed his stick. Feldbergs was like, nope, I'm done. I'm throwing my stick. Oh, it looks like Feldbergs might have put it in himself. Oh, you gotta love to see it. We are tied up at 1. Tomko, his 9th goal on the year. He's now got 18 points. He's setting himself up really nicely. Power play goal 15:09 time of the goal, and that's how you get momentum on your side. Oh boy, and Schultz broke his stick on the face-off. Oh my, now it's View. Schultz putting the pressure on View, clears it back behind the net. You suck! Here's Schultz. Well, he played it offsides anyways. Boy. I like where this is going. I want to know if I win $100 or not. That's what I want to know. Think we'll have that drawing shortly, but taking the draw, Kason Musket and Brock Schultz. You okay, Annie? Are you okay? You okay? You okay, Annie? We already said that 2 seconds ago, but I'd love hearing it again. Here's Botnay with it down there in the corner. Musket was there rather, not Martineau. Either way, two big guys I would not want to mess with. Here's Manasau with it now. Manasau feeds it on over to Brock Schultz. Here's Schultz. Shot save made by Fickthorn. Picked up there by View. View there for Botnay. Botnay sets it down ice. Prunty. Now to J.J. Monteiro. Monteiro. Oh, Carr fell down and it's Monteiro. Shot stopped by Fickthorn. There's a shot in front. It went wide. Sorensen, another one went wide. Monteiro with it. Monteiro, Muskie's got to get it clear. Soller went down. That's Monteiro out for Anthony Bongo at the blue line. Takes a shot. Blocked in front. Come on, get it cleared. Okavita's on it. But now it's Joe McGraw. Boy, Poliski, could he break free? Smith gets it out towards center. Oh, put your hands down. That was a good one. That one's out of play. Sioux Falls, they had all their hands up like that. I don't know what they were doing, but you know those Sioux Falls fans down there. Uh-oh, they're going to announce. I put my name into the drawing, so I hope I win. That's all right, but all we got to do is score. My chances are now going higher of winning that. So here's Lions with it out there in front. Taken there by Jake Tavares. Could he break free? Although he's got 3 defenders on him. Tavares is in. Shot save made by Feldbergs. It rolls into the corner. Oh, that's Carr's shot. Feldbergs didn't see it, and somehow he came up with it. I don't know how, but. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff because obviously we got the 6 for, it's actually a Pan Pizza this year. We got that. Muskie's got one towards that. Then we have the $100 for every goal. And then, of course, after every goal, they throw out T-shirts into the crowd. So all kinds of stuff going on here at the Tyson Event Center Fleet Farm Arena tonight. But shaping up to be a good one so far. That's all I'm going to say. Face-off will come to the left of Feldberg's. Face-off's one. That's Tavares down there in the corner. Tepley after that one. That's Tepley. Poked up high into the air. Out towards center. Here's Renkowski with it. Renkowski lost control of the puck. That's nice to see. He'll just have to send it back in behind the net. Daniil Booten in the corner. Martineau now Prunty tipped into the corner again. That's Tepley. Kainanen, shot save made by Fickthorn. Zoko, rather, shot. Somehow it stayed out. I don't know how, but here's Wild on over to Prunty. Fickthorn's just a magician. Shot went wide. Here's Kainanen with it in the corner. Kainanen and Martineau takes him down, as they should. Here's Tavares with it. Tried to get it out. Boy, Zoko, him and the linesman went into each other, and here's Fickthorn with a nice glove save. As long as Sioux Falls doesn't try to start up crap. after every play, that would be even better. Face-off will come to the left of, well, to the right, actually, of Fickthorn. I rock is goes something like that. Face-off. Face-off's won. Here's Manisal with it. Now Solomon picked up there by Lenny Geiger. Ooh, a big hit on Brock Schultz. I didn't even mention Jason Kersner got suspended for 1 game, so now Alex Doyle is acting as coach tonight. So another piece of baloney that came out of Sunday's game. I'm a lover of baloney, I know that. Doubt. Here's Solomon with it now. Picked up Mason Stanger. Lenny Geiger now in a scramble for there in front of the net. I don't know what they're doing down there, but finally it breaks free with Tomko. 1 minute left to go here. Shot, save made. Feldberg's rebound. It just skitters behind the net. Another shot again. It was stopped, but we're going to have another penalty here. Let's see. Oh, it's going on us, which is just lovely. Geiger's going to the box. Well, that's great. Face-off will come to the right of Fickthorn. So Okavita and Rankowski will take the draw. Boy, we've had a lot of penalties in this first period. Number 6. My goodness. Oh, it's immediately cleared, and I like that. 45 seconds left to go in this first, so unless something happens here, that time will carry over into the second. Here's Solomon passing it back there for Rankowski. Rankowski picked up by Macrina. Macrina on over, off the skate of Prunty. Here comes Dallas View, short-handed. View back to Okavita. Shot save made by Feldbergs. Boy, that was good, though. More of those for Sioux City, and they're going to be in great shape. Oh, my good Lord. Boy, I'm having fun to start out this game. Usually these Sioux Falls games bring out, well, the best in my commentary, just because I can make fun of Sioux Falls fans more, but we have Dane Sorensen's mother and his housing parent standing not directly behind me, but they're about 5 feet away behind all the seats in the row here, so I don't know why they just decided to stand there, but a little dumb, if you ask me, just knowing how savage I am. Here's Prunty with it. Prunty sends it out towards center there for Cooper Soller. Soller there for Solomon. That can get confusing. Here's Macrina. Shot save made by Fickthorn. Rebound. He bobbles it behind the net. 2 seconds left to go. It pops out in front of the net. Solomon shot got blocked, and that's the end of the first period. Uh-oh! Tomko and Solomon going after each other right after the buzzer. I don't know what he's doing, and now, boy, Tupley just gave a, well, he just struck Soller with his knuckles. Better not be adding any penalties to that, because my God. In fact, they're waving Sioux Falls off the ice. I want to come over here, I know that. Shots that period, Sioux City 13, Sioux Falls 11. It was 10-4 in favor of Sioux Falls halfway through that period. So Sioux City, they really stepped up their game, which we love to see. So hopefully they continue to do that. When we recap this first period, 52 seconds in, it was Dallas View who went in for interference. 5:33, Dane Sorensen got his first from J.J. Monteiro and Anthony Bongo. 9:22, Logan Rankowski and Ryan Poyer each went in 2 minutes for roughing. 12 minutes exactly, Matthew Grimes, 2 minutes cross-checking. 15 minutes. Well, Loic Nasruddin went in 2 minutes for hooking, and then it only took 9 seconds off the power play when William Tomko scored from Shane Gold and Elias Fatney. 1908, Lenny Geiger went in 2 minutes for hooking. There's still 1 minute and 8 seconds left on that, but then they just added Tepley, a penalty for Tepley. So Sioux Falls, they're going to skate 5-on-3 for 1 minute and 8 seconds. So that'll be something to see. We'll get the Tepley penalty here in a second, but scores from across the country. Team USA leads Chicago 5-0 with, they're just getting started with the third. Waterloo leads Des Moines 4-3 at the end of one. That's looking like it's a good game so far. Tied up at 0. Omaha is at Lincoln. Dubuque leads Tri-City 1-0 at the end of the first. Green Bay leads Cedar Rapids 2-1 at the end of the first. Youngstown is at Fargo, tied up at 1 at the end of the first. And stop me if you've heard this before, Madison leads Muskegon 1-0 at the end of the first. So we're all at the same point, which is good. Now head to college football. 2 games in the top 25 action tonight. We have Minnesota and Oregon here in about 20 minutes. And then Louisville leads Clemson 9-3 with 7:57 left to go in the first half. NHL scores from across the country. Second intermission, the Canucks lead the Hurricanes 3-2. First intermission, Blues lead the Flyers 2-1. 9 Eastern time, Islanders are at the Mammoth. And then the Predators beat the Penguins earlier today 2-1. NBA scores. 6:53 left to go in the third quarter. The Knicks lead the Heat 90-86. Magic lead the Nets 65-62 with 7:01 left to go in the third quarter. Pistons lead the 76ers 63-54 at the end of the first half. Rockets lead the Trailblazers 41-34 with 9:31 left to go in the second quarter. Hornets lead the Bucks 48-42 with 7:19 left to go in the second. Timberwolves lead the Kings 40-38 with 8:42 left to go in the second quarter. Lakers lead the Pelicans 37-33 with 9:16 left to go in the second. Clippers lead the Mavericks 14-8 with 8:12 left to go in the first. 9:30 Eastern time. Warriors are at the Spurs. Men's college hoops now from across the country. Well, Duke is blowing out Indiana State. Now, just updated it, 87-49 with 6:59 left to go in the second half. Kentucky leads Eastern Illinois 97-52. 54 seconds left to go in the second half. Texas Tech leads Milwaukee 41-34 with 26 seconds left to go in the first half. Arkansas leads Samford 45-35 at half. 5 seconds left to go in the first half. Creighton leads Maryland Eastern Shore. Heard of that before? Nope, me neither. 9 o'clock Eastern time later tonight. Michigan's at TCU as well as Colgate at Illinois and North Carolina Central at North Carolina. I think we're just making up schools at this point. But 10 p.m. Eastern time, Arizona's at UCLA, and at 11 o'clock, Gonzaga at Arizona State. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in about 12 minutes for the second period, so right around the end of the hour. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.